Copilot just got quietly replaced by something better. Developers who switch to Cursor aren't going back, and it's not even close. We're talking about a tool that doesn't just auto-complete your code. It actually understands your entire code base, your file structure, your logic, your intent. That's a fundamentally different thing. Copilot was revolutionary when it launched in 2021, no doubt about it. But it was essentially a very smart autocomplete. It would finish your line, maybe your function, and call it a day. Cursor came along and said, what if the AI could see everything, not just the file you're in right now? Here's the core difference that changes everything. Copilot works at the snippet level. Cursor works at the project level. When you're building something real, a full-stack app, a complex backend service, you need an AI that understands how your auth module connects to your API layer, not just how to close a bracket. Cursor is built on top of VS Code, which is huge because your extensions, your key bindings, your entire muscle memory, it all transfers over instantly. There's no learning curve for the interface. You just open it, and everything feels familiar, except now there's an AI sitting inside it that actually knows what you're building. The codebase indexing is where Cursor gets genuinely scary good. You can literally ask it, why is this function breaking the authentication flow 3 files away? And it will trace the logic, find the issue, and explain it to you like a senior dev reviewing your PR. Copilot cannot do that. It doesn't have that view. But here's where it gets wild. Cursor has something called Composer Mode, and this is the feature that's making developers lose their minds. You describe what you want to build, and Cursor writes code across multiple files simultaneously, creating and editing them in a coordinated way. Not one file. Multiple files, all at once, all connected. Think about what that means in practice. You say add a user settings page with a dark mode toggle that saves to local storage, and Cursor doesn't just write a component. It updates your router, creates the new page file, adds the toggle logic, and wires up the storage, all in one shot. That's hours of scaffolding work gone in seconds. GitHub Copilot's big answer to this has been Copilot Chat, but if you've used it, you know the frustration. It's helpful for isolated questions, but the moment you ask something that spans your whole project, it starts hallucinating file names, importing things that don't exist, and confidently giving you broken code. Cursor's context window is just built differently. Real numbers here. Developers on Twitter and Reddit have been reporting 40 to 60% reductions in time spent on boilerplate and repetitive coding tasks. One indie dev posted that he shipped a complete SaaS MVP in 3 weeks using Cursor, something he estimated would have taken 2 months solo without it. That's not a minor productivity bump, that's a category shift. But here's where it gets wild. The AI models inside Cursor aren't locked to one provider. You can run GPT-4, Claude 3.5 Sonnet, even local models through Llama. Copilot is tied to OpenAI's models, and Microsoft makes that decision for you. Cursor gives you the wheel and lets you switch engines depending on what the job needs. Claude 3.5 Sonnet inside Cursor has become the fan favorite for complex reasoning tasks. And honestly, once you try it for debugging a gnarly async race condition or untangling legacy spaghetti code, you understand why. It thinks through problems differently than GPT-4, more methodical, more willing to say, actually, let me reconsider this approach before writing anything. Pricing is where the conversation gets interesting too. Cursor's Pro plan runs about $20 a month, same as Copilot Individual. But you're getting access to multiple frontier models, the codebase indexing, composer mode, and a chat interface that doesn't feel like an afterthought bolted onto your editor. For the same price, you're getting a genuinely different product category. Now let's talk about something nobody mentions. The psychological experience of using these two tools is completely different. With Copilot, you still feel like you're driving. The AI is a passenger handing you snacks. With Cursor, you feel like you have a Copilot who can actually take the wheel, read the map, and flag when you're about to drive off a cliff. But here's where it gets wild. Cursor can review your own code and tell you it's wrong before you even ask. The AI will proactively flag potential bugs, suggest architectural improvements, and warn you about edge cases while you're still typing. That's not autocomplete, that's active collaboration, and once you've experienced it, passive autocomplete feels like a downgrade. The privacy angle is something enterprise developers care about, and Cursor has addressed this directly with a privacy mode that ensures your code is never stored or used for training. This was a genuine blocker for a lot of teams evaluating Cursor versus Copilot for business, and Cursor's transparency on this has won over a chunk of the enterprise market that was previously assumed to be Copilot territory. Let's talk about the learning curve honestly, because Cursor does have one, just not the interface kind. The learning curve is figuring out how to prompt it well, how to give it enough context, how to use composer mode without it going rogue and rewriting things you didn't want touched. But developers who push through that initial adjustment period are evangelical about it on the other side. Here's a specific workflow that Cursor absolutely dominates: debugging. You paste an error, Cursor reads the full stack trace, goes through your relevant files, identifies the root cause, suggests a fix, and implements it when you say go. With Copilot, you're essentially still doing the detective work yourself and asking Copilot to help you write the fix once you've already found the problem. The burden of understanding stays with you. The refactoring story is also worth calling out specifically. Renaming a pattern, restructuring a module, migrating from one library to another. These are things that would take a careful developer hours of find and replace and manual review. Cursor handles multi-file refactors with enough intelligence that it understands the semantic meaning of what you're changing, not just the string matching. Copilot still largely leaves this work to you. But here's where it gets wild. Cursor is shipping updates at a pace that's making the GitHub team look slow. Features that Copilot has been rumored to be working on for months are just appearing in Cursor with no fanfare, dropped in a changelog entry like it's nothing. The velocity of this product is a signal about the team behind it and how seriously they're taking the competition. The developer community response has been something to watch. On Hacker News, on Reddit's programming communities, on X, the Cursor to Copilot comparison threads consistently go the same direction. People who've tried both are picking Cursor, and the ones defending Copilot are usually the ones who haven't given Cursor a real 2-week trial yet. The experience gap is that noticeable. There's a version of this conversation where someone argues that Copilot is more than enough for most developers, and honestly, that's fair. If you're doing simple CRUD apps, fixing small bugs, writing scripts, Copilot is solid. It works. GitHub's ecosystem integration is genuinely convenient, and your boss probably already paid for it. You might not need Cursor's depth for every job. But if you're building anything with real complexity, microservices, large monorepos, ML pipelines, anything where understanding the whole system matters as much as writing individual functions, then Cursor's codebase-aware AI isn't a luxury. It's the difference between a tool that helps you and a tool that actually gets what you're building. That gap matters at scale. The team behind Cursor is a small startup called AnySphere, and they raised a Series A at a valuation that got people's attention, which means they have runway to keep shipping. Microsoft is the 800-pound gorilla here with Copilot, but Cursor is the scrappy challenger that's out innovating on product, and in tech, that's a pattern we've seen and in some pretty dramatic ways before. Something worth thinking about. We're probably at the early stage of what AI-assisted development actually becomes. Cursor's current form is impressive, but it's also a stepping stone. The developers getting comfortable with this level of AI collaboration right now are building intuition and workflows that are going to be the baseline for how software gets built in 2 or 3 years. Getting in early matters more than it might seem. Here's where it gets wild one last time. Some developers using Cursor have reported writing 70% less code than they used to, not because they're doing less work, but because the AI handles the structural and repetitive parts while they focus on the decisions that actually require human judgment. That's a productivity multiplier that changes what's possible for a solo developer or a small team. Copilot isn't dead. It's still used by millions of developers, and it's going to keep improving because Microsoft has the resources and the incentive to make it better. But the conversation has shifted. Cursor set a new bar for what an AI coding assistant can actually be, and now every tool in this space has to answer for the gap. That's a good problem for developers to have. 3 things to take away from all of this. Cursor's codebase level understanding makes it categorically different from Copilot's snippet-level suggestions. Composer mode for multi-file editing is the feature that's converting the skeptics, and the ability to switch between frontier AI models gives you flexibility that no single provider tool can match. Drop a comment below. Have you tried Cursor yet? And if you switched from Copilot, what was the moment that made you realize there was no going back? The first thing to understand about why Cursor IDE replaced Copilot for many developers is that the surface explanation is usually too simple. The real leverage is in the small, repeatable behavior underneath it, because that is what survives after motivation drops. Most people fail here because they treat why Cursor IDE replaced Copilot for many developers like a one-time fix. It works better as a system. Lower the friction, make the next action obvious, and remove the decision you keep avoiding. Here is the practical test. If you cannot explain the next step in one sentence, the plan is still too vague. Vague plans feel productive, but they do not change behavior when the day gets messy.